Hello, I'm Nathan. Welcome back to the channel. It's Thursday, hopefully, depending on all the copyright issues I get. Maybe a little bit later. We shall see. So anyway, back to country music. Today, it's yet another recommendation from one of my commenters. One of the frequent commenters who's been commenting since day one, giving me advice and information on country music. So thank you very much for that indeed. This one is Billy Strings. So we're going back to Austin City Limits, like we did for the very first video on this channel, which was the Chris Stapleton one. So we're going back there. This song is Away from the Mire, and as always, I have my drink. This time I've gone for some Teeling small batch, so a nice Irish whiskey. Rather nice as well. Nice, not too strong. Nice flavour to it. So anyway, I have no idea what to expect from this. I'm expecting something more on the rocky side than traditional country, possibly. We shall see anyway, so let's have a look.
Away from the mire.
More rock vibes, definitely. More electric kind of guitar vibes with it. A bit different with the banjo and the ukulele, so I guess that's a ukulele? Possibly? I like the music so far.
Remember the time we were both eye to eye, and we both knew the reasons why. Seemed like we'd faced the world on our own. Before we collide, can we just take a moment collecting reflections of this and remember the path that we chose? Spring light to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. You could always laugh about those things.
Before I start up again, really interesting, because I'm definitely getting a lot more rock vibes with the style of singing and the kind of the tempo of it. It's like a lot slower kind of rock songs, but then there's something about his voice that makes me think, just every now and then it kind of has a country vibe. Obviously the music is very different to rock. As I said, there's a little bit more of the kind of electric guitar vibe rather than just an acoustic guitar, but then when you get the banjo, and I think it's is that like an electric ukulele? I'm not entirely sure. Not something I follow musically very often. And the large bass, but a lot of rock has bass like that. If you look at Police, Sting always played a large bass like that. Well, not all the time, but he did play double bass quite often. I always remember some of the videos, like Every Breath You Take, I think it might have been back in the day. Long time ago anyway, because I'm that old. But yeah, so I'm used to seeing that kind of thing in rock, but it's a little bit unusual in this one. Take it back a little bit. Obviously, he's got an electric pickup there, so he's an acoustic guitar, but it's with electric pickups. Obviously, there's the on-off switch there, and you see the cable. So it's got just the one pickup. That's quite different, because obviously electric guitar you have pickups, but you wouldn't have the cavity in the guitar, so it has a slightly different sound to it. That's quite a nice sound, and he's got the capo there as well.
Remember the time we were both eye to eye, and we both knew the reasons why.
Kind of gives me vibes of two different singers. So at the start, it makes me thought of kind of Coldplay, and then a little bit where it goes slightly high at the end of each word makes me think of Pearl Jam. So let's go back to that and listen to that. So that's right at the beginning, it's like Coldplay, Chris Martin.
Remember the time we were both eye to eye, and we both knew the reasons why.
Yes, the beginning of the song is the way he does that is Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. So it's an odd combination of different styles. It's quite interesting.
Seemed like we'd faced the world on our own.
And then on our own, the way it sort of bounces that own at the end of it, that kind of gives me the country vibe.
Before we collide, Can we just take a moment collecting reflections of this and remember the path that we chose?
Yeah, and again, the same sort of thing going through it. So a little bit Coldplay, a little bit Pearl Jam, and then a little bit country. It's unusual.
Spring lied to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. You could always laugh about those things.
Country.
It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour, just to end up gone like everything else.
More toe tapping kind of country again. Oh, I like the mix.
Let go of the pain and hold on to the rhythm that's consciously held back in you, drowning a sorrow that's long been at rest. The past is a hell, it can creep up inside you, so let me remind you of this. It's the reason your troubles exist.
I love the way the music is stepped up a little bit quicker, more kind of, hold down, and just, it's, what I consider sort of old style country is what I think of, like, Dukes of Hazzard and all that sort of, I've said many times, that's what I kind of think country as, and this is kind of, it's ticking all the boxes for me. So it's a little bit rock, a little bit kind of more poppy rock like Coldplay, then it's more rock like Pearl Jam, and now it's going into full-on kind of more traditional kind of rootin' tootin' country type of thing. Sorry, I know that's probably offended lots of people, but you know what I mean. It's fun. I'm enjoying this. I'm going back a little bit because I'm really enjoying this. Go back. That should be a good one.
Just to end up gone like everything else.
Reminds me of somebody else's work. I'm enjoying the music.
Let go of the pain and hold on to the rhythm that's consciously held back in you, drowning a sorrow that's long been at rest. The past is a hell, it can creep up inside you, so let me remind you of this. It's the reason your troubles exist. Spring lied to us again this year. Still I can't stand to face the fear. You could always laugh about those things. Yes. It's enough to make a man stay humble. Every day is just a new chance to stumble, just to end up gone like everything else.
Love the solo.
If ever a time comes around in the wheel to a place where we stand side by side, we'll be ready and able to fly.
I'm going to go back and listen to those solos again. That was just amazing. Ukulele solo, followed by a banjo solo. That was brilliant. I'm loving this. This is just such a nice mixture of rock and country. Because obviously a lot of music has similar roots, so it's nice seeing it kind of, the blending of the two is just, it's wonderful. I'm really enjoying this. And it's so good lady in the banjo.
If ever a time comes around in the wheel to a place where we stand side by side. We'll be ready and able to fly away from the mire and the senseless decisions of somebody's wasted desire. Through the smoke and the wind and the fire, string light to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. Will you always laugh about those things?
This one.
It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour, just to end up gone like everything else.
The echo's added. Did not expect this. Still going. Not what I expect from country at all. Definitely leaning towards rock and whatnot. Music can make me feel a bit Dire Straits as well. Guitar work. Like a steel guitar, that kind of thing. That's it.
Remember the time we were both eye to eye, and we both knew the reasons why. It seemed like we'd faced the world on our own. Before we collide, can we just take a moment collecting reflections of this and remember the path that we chose? Spring light to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. You could always laugh about those
Little bits.
It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour, just to end up gone like everything else.
Wow. It's not at all what I expected from that. It was a lot longer than I expected. I didn't look at the time. I didn't expect such a long sort of guitar solo and just go on like it did. And there's so many rock elements I could talk about with that, and the way he was playing on strings without strumming and all that kind of thing. But I won't go into the more technical aspects of it. I'm not an expert by a long shot. I used to play guitar a long time ago, but the way he's just tapping the strings on the fretboard and so on is very kind of what I expect from rock music. So that was a surprise. I really enjoyed that. He's got a great voice. I kind of didn't pay that much attention to the lyrics because I was enjoying myself too much. I know some of the lyrics are a lot deeper than I'm giving it credit for, but I was just enjoying the music and enjoying the sound. And so the comparisons made with Chris Martin from Coldplay, Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, and there's a few other artists that he sounds like as well at certain points. So it's quite interesting seeing all that kind of melding in together. That was really good. So I really want to find more about country guitarists. And they're more like this sort of thing. Do they go a lot more out rather than just the basic kind of guitar work that we see on a lot of the other ones I've watched so far and listened to, where it's kind of more acoustic based and more simple. Not saying really, really simple and basic, but more of a kind of more laid back music, whereas this was a lot more kind of influenced by the rock side of it and that sort of thing, a lot more familiar to me. So it's probably why I enjoyed it. But then when you put in the banjo and the ukulele and all that, it puts in those country elements to the rock that I really enjoyed. So yeah, that's fantastic. Anyway, I've probably gone on long enough. It's one of my longer videos, which I would not expect at all. So thanks a lot if you've made it this far. Hopefully you've enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. Tell me more about different artists and different tracks you want me to listen to, because I'm getting the same people commenting, which is absolutely fantastic. So it's thanks again to T Smith 2736, who has commented on all the country videos so far and given me loads of recommendations, and this is one of those recommendations. So yeah, thank you for this. So join me again soon for the next one. Until then, bye bye for now.